What's up, everybody? Dirtbag Gaming here, the channel for casual raiders. And if you're like me, you got Iron Braggo and you have no idea what to do with him. He's such a cool champion that we just had for the Fusion. And if you were lucky enough to get him, I love this guy. I just started using him a lot the last 2 days. I got him up to 60. I got him to 60 before I got like Ray, who else? This fire guy. My new Void Legendary, and obviously Madden and Godseeker. So I literally got him before all these other champions. So now I didn't know what to do with him, right? So today, guys, if you click on this video, it's going to be how to gear Iron Braggo. I tested him out. I ran him in PvP. He's probably going to be really good main PvP guy for you guys. Very good with the defensive stats. We're going to go over, this is how to gear this champion. We're gonna do a guide on him right after this, so stay tuned for that. Hit the subscribe if you're not, so that way it pops up and you can see what's going on. But this guy is literally hilarious. All right, so let's get into it. First we go over his skills, then we decide what we're gonna put on him for his gear, and then that way you guys can see and kind of decide what you want to use him in, okay? So first, not booked out. We don't have a lot of masteries. We have to level up his masteries, but he's still hilarious without mastery. So A1, he attacks one enemy, has a 20% chance of decreasing the duration of all allied buffs by 1 turn. Of all buffs by 1 turn. Decrease the duration of all buffs by 1 turn. All right, so 20% chance to decrease the duration of all buffs by 1 turn. That's pretty cool. So it's like an AoE decrease by 1 turn. So accuracy would be great for this guy because that's on an A1. You can actually book it up to a 30% chance with masteries, 35% chance on an A1s. Not bad. So then he's got A2, and this is kind of why it makes him so good, right? So it places a 60% increased defense. So it basically buffs up his defense, buffs up all the defense champions damage for 3 turns, down to a 3-turn cooldown. So literally you can have this guy 100% increased defense for the entire team. Like, that is insane. Has 100% up to 100% chance of placing a stun debuff for 1 turn, and has 100% chance of placing a stun debuff for 2 turns if the target's under 2 or more buffs. So if the enemy team has gone before you, or they're faster, or like they have a shield up, or anything they have on the enemy team, you can then stun them for 2 turns. Like, anybody in PvP that can stun for 2 turns is like godly. But really, this guy I think would be worth booking out, especially if you can use him after I show you how we use him. Then he's got the A3, attacks all enemies, so AoE, has 50% chance of placing a provoke debuff for 1 turn. So 50 up to a 60, 75% chance. 75% chance, not as good as, obviously this girl, but it's still not bad. It's an AoE, right, attack. So he attacks all enemies and has a chance to provoke. Also places a 50% decreased attack debuff on all enemies for 2 turns if Iron Braggo is under increased defense. So he's almost always going to be under increased defense because of that 3-turn cooldown. But he does this first on in PvP. So he does this automatically on PvP. So he increases defense automatically. So then the next go around he does this, which then he has a chance to provoke as well as decrease the enemy attack, so they hit less. This could also get booked down to a 3-turn cooldown. All right, so then we have which is kind of what I was super excited about. This works everywhere. Increases the defense of all allies by 10% of this champion's defense. Now the question is it his total defense? Is it his base defense? I don't know. I'm going to take it as his total defense, right? So like his max defense that you can get up to before buffs. It doesn't work when you apply the buffs. Murder Inc. said that, so I'm just going to go with it. He also has a Doom Tower increase by 34%, which is huge defense. So he's basically able to just make your team so tanky. And that's kind of what our goal is today. All right. So artifacts. What is he going to be good at? A lot. All right. So there's a ton of different. What do we have? All right, sorry, we had to sell some gear. All right, so now what gear is going to be good for him? Literally anything with defense. Speed, defense, and accuracy, I would say, is what you're going for. You can build him with damage, with crit rate and crit damage, but my goal is to make sure that his skill, his passive, helps my team out the most. So I made him more a support kind of guy, and he actually does a crap ton of defense or a crap ton of damage because of how much defense he has. So if you have another person on your team that can boost crit rate, like a Bad L or a Mausoleum Mage or anybody that boosts up the crit rate, he's going to be even deadlier, because then he's going to have way higher crit rate to actually do 100% crit damage, right? So what gear sets are going to be good for him? Defense, obviously, it's going to be great. Speed sets, but with a lot of defense. If you're going to build him damagey, definitely have the crit rate set, giving an extra 12% crit rate. Accuracy, I tried to stop using the accuracy set because of the perception set down here. This one is just so good. 40% accuracy, or plus 40 accuracy and 5% speed. That's a huge boost with the same set as you have up here. So I try to stop using this one if I can, and make more gear down at the bottom. But if you have accuracy, use accuracy. Resistance, if you want to make it more PvP type. Lifesteal, if you're going to use him for the clan boss. Frost, because he has a provoke. So if you have a really, really good Frost set, this could be good. But he only has a chance to provoke, and it's only one turn. So not a huge, crazy difference. What else? Probably another shield set, because you want him more defensive than HP. Relentless, I think, would be hilarious. So anybody in Relentless set that you really like, I think, is always a good idea. Savage, again, if you really want to do damage. But again, my build that we're trying to build here is as much defense as possible. So stun set, he's got an AoE on a 3-turn cooldown. That could be really good. What else can we do? Immortal, that's going to heal him, have a little bit more HP. So if you have really good defensive Immortal sets, great idea for that. Same with Divine Life, Divine Speed. Swift Parry, I think it'd be amazing on him, because if you build him with as much defense as possible, you have a 50% chance with Swift Parry to place an unkillable on him. So if he's not as fast, he's still like this is just such a good set. So if you actually have really good defensive Swift Parry sets, throw that on him, because you do get an extra 30% crit damage as long as you have enough crit rate. Then you could be good to go. Now my big suggestion is this right here: 10% HP and 10% defense. The extra 10% defense, if you have 2 of these sets, it's 20%. If you have 3 of these sets, because it's only 2-piece set, that's an extra 30% defense plus 30% HP. Like, you're kind of boosting up both his stats at the same time. So very, very good set. We have a ton of gear that we have to go through and kind of, like, have so many boots. I don't even know what these freaking boots are. They're probably all just speed. Another good set right here, Perception, because I want him to land some of his debuffs, right? So the stun would be great if he lands. In PvP, it's a lot easier, because if you're going against fast teams, not a lot of them have resistance. So if you have some resistance or some accuracy, you're going to land these debuffs. So very, very good set. Again, with the accuracy set up top, if you want to use that, use that. And what else? I think that's all the sets that I have personally. But also another good set that I told you is the Life Immortal set. So he's able to heal himself. It's very tanky, so he's not taking a lot of damage, but if he's able to heal himself 3% each turn, huge bonus. All right, so the sets we chose to go with them are as follows: the Perception, Resilience, and Immortal. These are the 3 sets we use. They're all 2-piece sets, so very easy to attain. I just literally picked the best ones I had with the most defense and threw them on this guy. Like, this gear that you've probably seen before on my other guys on my Faction Wars videos are now on Iron Braggo, just sitting there because I want him to be good, and he is good. All right, so let's get into it. So first, we want defense. I didn't build him with a ton of crit rate, so we want defense with speed. He's very fast. For being super heavy and made out of iron, he's literally super fast. So we have a 4 roll here with defense. So really for this, you just want as much speed, maybe accuracy, and maybe HP as possible, right? But defense main stat. Guess what? Defense main stat for this with speed. He has a little bit of crit rate, but mainly we just wanted like accuracy or HP, right? So if you have the defense main stat, try and get the HP and speed for the substats, unless you have an accuracy substat. But always try and go for the speed. Then we have the best speed boots. Look at that. So we got, I mean, only 1 roll here, but we got 3 base for the defense here. With 19, and then this is a 13 defense here with accuracy. Attack kind of sucks, that's a throwaway stat. But 45 speed boots, very, very good set to get a 6-star speed boot. For this one, we have, you can't get defense on the weapons. I'm not sure if you know that, but it's only HP, and defense can only be on the shields. All right, so you make sure you remember that. So you want to go mainly HP on the weapon. If you can go HP and speed, you're good to go. Attack is a throwaway stat, but these are the stats. And then helmet, speed, defense. You want to try and get as much defense, so defense with the HP or speed. And then finally, great defense roll, good speed roll, and actually, like, this is a very, very good shield for Iron Braggo. That's kind of why we chose the HP, because it was a very good shield, and this was a very good weapon. So very good combo right there. You hear me say very good because I'm very happy with this gear that I got for him. And then we have defense. So again, as much defense as possible. I wasn't sure if I wanted to replace like a defensive ring, because I didn't roll good on any of these stats. I don't even think I have a good defensive ring. Like right here. So that's an extra 12 right there. So I'm kind of losing this. It just... I didn't want to waste my silver. All right, so just go with as much defense and HP as possible. Like, you want to try and get the percentage rolls. So we got this and this, not bad. And then this defense, I didn't want crit damage or anything like that. I literally just want as much defense as possible. So try and get the accuracy roll for this. We got 2 roll in this, so that's not bad. And HP for the substat. And just go straight defense. Like, this guy's defense literally everywhere. Love it. HP substat, speed substat, and defense substat. Like, very good banner for him. I wish this was more defense, but hey, get what you get. Now, total stats, guys, ready? Most defense I have in my entire account, right there, 6,079. I don't know. You just saw the gear. I don't know how we're going to increase it, but just get as much defense. Now, with his passive, remember, that's 608 extra defense just by having him on your team. So every single person on your team just now has 600 extra defense. 45k HP, pretty good. 240 speed. I'm very proud of that speed right there. No crit rate. Like I said, if you have other champs to boost up his crit rate, that'd be great. But 227 crit damage. This could be 10 more with the Great Hall. I'd need to max out my Great Hall. That's an extra, so that'd be 237. And we got some masteries because we did go the accuracy route in the masteries. But this probably should be higher, because once I get all the masteries going, we'll get kind of this. Increase accuracy, you know, it's going to by 16 for each enemy. Increase turn meter, increase speed, and defense. Actually, that's probably a good stat to get up to. And then we'll go down to probably here. And then I'm thinking about going extra 200 defense. So this guy probably is going to be close to 6,500 defense when we're all said and done. Yes. And the Great Hall only has 89 because I didn't boost that up max. All right. So guys, that is my how-to gear Iron Braggo. Let me know how you guys are gearing. Let me know if you guys are going more DPS, if you're going more crit rate, crit damage, or if you're going more HP. Or just let me know. Let me know what you guys are using. But guys, hit the subscribe if you haven't already, so these videos are popping up for you guys. We're doing an account giveaway, account takeover, not giveaway, account takeover. Once we hit 500 subscribers, which should be this week. And then we're doing another one once we get up to 600. So we do 2 every 100. So guys, you gotta join the Discord. We're streaming all the time, so join that. But guys, appreciate you, Dirtbag Nation. Go Dirtbags, and we will see you in another video soon.